Taylor Swift goes up there and endorses Kamala. And all of a sudden, 338,000 people go to vote.gov with Kamala Harris endorsement. So, Rob, do you have a video of this, or is it just a, let me see if this is a video or not.
No, I have a video for the Elon Musk
Okay, so let me go to this end and we'll go straight to the video. So, Taylor Swift endorsement Kamala Harris led to a surge of 337,826 to go to the U.S. Government Services Administration spokesperson confirmed that as of 2 p.m. on Wednesday, September 11, there have been 337,000 visitors to vote.gov. In her Instagram post, she wrote, "I'm voting for Kamala Harris," and we know the rest, right? So that bump of 337,000 people going there, and Elon Musk decides to respond because, of course, Elon doesn't have enough kids. So he encourages something. Rob, if you want to play what Elon says to her.
Well, he tweeted, but this is what the internet then created with AI, is a photo of Elon, or video of Elon and a pregnant Taylor Swift.
That doesn't
Such a cute
look like
couple.
Taylor, though.
Kinda. I mean, just really
With the listen, cats are getting a lot of love these days, guys.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, my God, that's a problem. Rob, do you have the tweet of what he says?
I'll find it right now.
Yeah, if you just go to Twitter and just pull up exactly what he says. He said something in a you know, hey, if you want a 10th child, I'm here. I'd love to have a 10th baby with you. I mean, he tweets a lot, so you're not going to find it.
I mean, SpaceX just had something. They just had a guy walking outside. It just happened yesterday, right, Rob?
Of what?
SpaceX had a man.
It was the first private space flight, yes.
He said, okay, fine, Taylor, you win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life.
And by the way, Caitlin Clark likes the post, but she was asked, was Caitlin Clark asked any question, Rob, or no?
Yes, here she is being asked about her endorsement.
Go for it.
Caitlin, you liked an Instagram post last night from Taylor Swift that got a lot of attention. And I'm just curious if you could tell us what that post meant to you, and if you are, in fact, potentially going to endorse Kamala Harris. Thank you.
I think for myself is, you know, I have this amazing platform, so I think the biggest thing would be just to encourage people to register to vote. I think for myself, it's the second time I can vote in an election. At age 22, I could vote when I was 18, so I think do that. That's the biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have, and that's the same thing Taylor did. And I think continue to educate yourself with the candidates that we have, the policies that they're supporting. I think that's the biggest thing you can do, and that's what I would recommend to every single person that has that opportunity in our country.
No, Scott.
Okay, go to Usher, because Usher also had
Usher's
being pushed, and he likes it his way. But you know, when he was going through it, and you know, go ahead, Rob.
This is the oldest person. In this emergency that we're in, I think that behooves artists should come out and speak for Kamala against Donald Trump, because he is an existential threat to the country. What do you say to that?
You know what? I don't get too deep into politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like everybody else. I think voting is an individual choice. And I think that you're right. You have to look at the reality of the country that we are and the country that we want to be, and find the candidate that you feel both are who fits the category of where we want to be. And that's it. And that's what you vote based off of, who you highlight and how you choose to highlight it on whatever platform you have is your prerogative.
Yes.
The question is, does he make her want to leave the one she's with?
or start a new relationship.
With Trump?
You made me want to win.
This is what you do.
That's what you do.
I don't know. So Usher, Caitlin, Taylor, Tom, do any of these things have any influence on the election?
You know what's really interesting, if you were to go take a look at people that study marketing, celebrities sell apparel very well. Hey, I like what that celebrity was wearing. I like the wardrobe they have there. Look at the sneakers they were wearing in that video. Wow, I want some of that. Everybody agrees that it's there. Celebrities have a hard time pushing food, because food is a personal choice, and they have a very hard time pushing political candidates. It's not zero. It's not zero, but there aren't people sitting at home waiting to find out, wow, what would Bruce Springsteen do? Bruce Springsteen and Obama had a failed podcast. Bruce was unable to bring the audience. Obama's unable to bring the audience. And so it's very difficult for celebrities in the political realm to support, which is why candidates so often were looking for, who did you look for in the old days? Governors, mayors, and newspapers. Those were the ones that used to move people. What does your local newspaper say? What does your governor say? What does your mayor say? It was very important to get down ballot support from a leading candidate and to get up ballot support if I'm running to be mayor. So, and celebrities, you cannot discount this mob of that follows Taylor Swift. You can't discount it. But historically, quantitatively speaking, celebrities get paid a lot to be spokespeople. But if it's not, and I would go makeup with the Kardashians. I mean, it's just amazing that the amount of product they can move. But take a look at what that is. You're a wardrobe, makeup, fashion on that lane, man. It's all about it. Well, but when you see that link, those Swifties were swiftly seeking swift purchase of Swift swag, and they were swiftly disappointed. You know,
swiftly done.
Very swift.
Well, I think it depends on the size of the personality and the magnitude in which they can actually move the needle. Okay, so let's take Caitlin Clark. She's part of the WNBA. You know, half the league are lesbians. No disrespect. It's just like out there.
Well,
what do you think they're voting for? Stop it. Like, it's not even close. But she plays in Indiana. That's a red state. So you'd think she was a little bit media trained. Hey, listen, Caitlin, you're going to be asked about this. We know where you stand, wink, wink, but you're also playing Indiana. Let's just be diplomatic here. Usher, other than leaving the one he's with, black man, making a lot of money. We see the trend going towards Trump. Let's be diplomatic. You saw how quickly Joy Behar's like, he's an existential threat, right?
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, well, listen.
And why do you pick his hair color, Joy?
I choose to vote who you go. She goes, okay, I like that. Flipped real quick. But Taylor Swift... There's nobody comparable to her that can move the needle. Like, Trump genuinely needs to find a Kim Kardashian type to basically endorse him.
Move the needle. Let me ask you a question. Can we just do some math? Rob, go to Instagram, go again and pull up the number. What moved the needle? Like, we keep saying that. I get that, guys. But go to number 284. Let's do the number, guys. This is maybe one of the worst, like Taylor Swift endorsement on Instagram. This may be one of the worst conversion rates in the history of mankind. How many people went and registered?
338,000.
Let's do 338,000.
They didn't register.
Divided.
That was the traffic to the site. The
Just
registrations were never disclosed.
So this is just traffic. It's not even an act. So how many of the 338 do you think voted?
Well, nobody's voted
registered.
Yet.
So 338 registered. Go to 338 divided by what? What was the number again, Rob? Was it 292?
284.
284 million. You know what that is? It's a conversion rate of 0.001%. You know what that is? If you offered conversion ratios like this, you'd be fired. That means no one gives a shit. They just went to the website and left. And maybe they, registered or did something. And you know what happens the next day? Everybody moves on. The Instagram post doesn't have wait 3 weeks from now. Or 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks. This is just 7 weeks from now. This is just now. This is not as big as people think it is. And it's her audience. How many of those 338 that went for conservatives? How many of those 338 that went for independents? How many of those? You go to 5%. So of the 338 that went, the 5% of 338, okay, let's just say it's a 0.05%, 16,000 people. And then of the 16,000 people that went, how many of them do you think were from big metropolitan cities of blue city places? How many of them you think were California, New York, Illinois? How many of them you think were places like that? Okay, those states don't matter anyways. So then you really take that 16,900 people that are independent or even have any kind of a influence in this, and you go down to it from the 50 states, and you go to Pennsylvania, you go to Ohio, you go to whatever.
Georgia, Arizona, Nevada.
And you know what happens?
Where they're needed.
What is the population of Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, Rob? Go to Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. What is the population of Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada? Let's just write it down real quick, and we're going to do basic math here, guys. This is the stuff that, that's what? 10.91 is who?
11 Georgia.
11 for Georgia.
Go to Nevada. What's Nevada's population? Who is that? That's who? Nevada's
3.2.
Okay, 3 million. Let's just say 3.2 million. What's the next one? And just do Arizona?
7.5.
Okay, let's do 7.5. Guys, you know what that is? It's 22 million people right there. What's 22 million divided by 340 million? Okay, 22 million divided by 340 million is 0.064%. So we're now down to the 16,700. So now let's go to 0.0606. So you know what she really moved? It's 1,080 people.
That's crazy.
Did you guys get how I did the math? This is not like a revolutionary. And then even if we go to counties that matter, if we go even more specific, it's really 300 people. That's it. It's 300 people. What's 300 people? Almost the amount of people that we have when we do a live podcast. It's not that big of a number. This thing is not done. This thing is going to require constant hitting, and you're not going to win every day. Do you remember the week when I said this could have been the best week Trump's had for the last 18 months?
Yes.
What was the week?
After he got shot.
RFK, Tulsi, shot. You know, it was Tulsi, RFK, and it was one other thing. Zuckerberg said the fact that, yes, we did this. He never once brought up Zuckerberg. Like, he never did stuff. Like, dude, somebody needs to sit there, President, like right before it's the stage. President, just want to remind you, bring it up that the assassination attempt was just 7 weeks ago. Bring it up what Zuckerberg said. Bring it up what Biden and Kamala did that they forced him. Can you please bring these 5 things up? You got to bring the border, bring these 5 things up. If they're not going to bring it up, you bring it up. Bring these things up. It's all needs to happen. A little bit more preparation to adjust and then go freaking campaign, because she ain't going to campaign. You think she's going to do campaign trail? She's going to do campaign with what?
No.
By the way, Biden was campaigning yesterday for her. You know what he did? Pull up how this is how Biden is helping her out. Hey, Joe. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hey, what does he call her? Hey, kid. Hey, kid. Hey, kid. Hey, I'm going to go help you win this election. I'm going to campaign for you. Rob, do you have the... This is how President Biden was campaigning for Kamala yesterday to help her. You think they want him on the road? Play this clip.
There you go, man.
Guy's wearing a Trump hat.
Want my autograph? Hell no.
Hell no.
Take the pen. That man is officially the hottest item in his local city bar.
Look at that. Oh, my God. Look at that endorsement. Look at the Secret Service guy trying to grab it. You saw the Secret Service guy? He's like, get out of here.
Mr. President, that's radioactive. It's a joke.
I know, but it's a photo opportunity.
Look, it's nice.
You don't do this.
No.
You don't
even mess around like this.
Adam, he's so gone.
What do you think the camp is saying? Camp is like, can you guys make sure? Listen, he said, your boss is on vacation 40% of the time. They're probably going to be saying, Biden, take the next 2 months off.
Please don't.
Take the next 2 months off. Just go to Delaware, chill out, kick back, relax, enjoy the ride, listen to some 30s music, 40s music, and just do your thing.
You know what's scary that you mentioned the assassination? And Tom, I'm sorry, I don't know you want to say something. If Trump gets shot and killed, they're still with Biden right now. There's no Kamala, and Joe Biden is still the guy that's running against whoever he.
Yeah, we're still living in Obama's third term.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll close the book on endorsement with a quick. P.J. O'Rourke and Hunter S. Thompson talked about Rock the Vote from 2004, 2008.
Yep.
And they talked in Rolling Stone magazine that they had spent all this effort, all this energy to do this, get Rock the Vote, and get artists to volunteer time, and companies volunteered and donated money so they could put the stages together and rock the vote. And then they came back, and Hunter S. Thompson was famous for saying, the little bastards thought it was a summer concert tour. They didn't know we wanted them to get home and get to work.
So fun.
And they had spent all that money on it, and they felt that they got nothing out of it. And Bush was reelected. W was reelected. And so you can go back to the annals of time of people trying to get endorsements. Celebrity endorsements don't give you the traction you think. And PBD just took us through the math of what probably is a very, very negligible impact.
By the way, this is why I'm a big fan of PJ O'Rourke's great nephew, Robert O'Rourke.
Robert O'Rourke's the best.
What a fantastic guy he is.
Amazing.
Shout out to Robert
O'Rourke in the house.
And actually, P.J. O'Rourke, the late P.J. O'Rourke, God rest his soul, wrote a great book about our government you should read. It's called Parliament of Whores. And it was...
Jeez.
No, you should go look at it. It's a great book.
Tom, you okay?
Yeah.
You good?
But who's the type of person that actually changes or decides their vote because their favorite celebrity encourages them to do that? Like, who is that person? I would venture to guess I would call useful idiots, because the reality is an 18-year-old freshman at Cal Berkeley who's just hearing this for the first time of her life has the exact same amount of votes as a 46-year-old businessman entrepreneur in Florida. I don't know. I know a few. And everyone has a vote. And the useful idiots will get swayed by Taylor and her merch. And all it takes is a couple thousand, find me 12,000 votes. All it takes is a couple different votes to change an election. And that's the reality.
And I mean, the Democrats, think about it. If you think about, Democrats have Hollywood, music, athletes, everybody on the left, and the media goes for vote. Who does Donald Trump have? Kid Rock. He has Kid Rock. And like you always say, those people are already voting for you.
Yeah.
Dana's UFC people, they're already voting for you. That crossover, I mean, because think about Hollywood, you're never going to have an artist come out and be like, I love Donald Trump because their career is finished.
By the way, this Saturday, I am doing a book signing at local Fort Lauderdale. For those of you guys that want to copy the Academy and you can't find it at Barnes & Noble because it's selling out, if you go to the Barnes & Noble at Fort Lauderdale, that is the address, Rob. If you go a little higher, 2051 North Federal Highway, Fort Lauderdale, 3305. I will be there at noon signing books. They also have copies of Choose Your Enemies Wisely and Your Next 5 Moves. You buy the book, I'll sign it. All of us are going to be there. You'll meet a bunch of guys that will be there at the bookstore. I'd love to see Barnes & Noble look outside saying, what the hell is going on with all these value
it's going to happen too.
Anyways, we'll see you guys there. And then also for those who missed the Vol Conference, ridiculous conference, the recording is officially available for those of you around the world that couldn't attend. Now you can go to Rob. Can you put the link before or below, or is there a QR code?
I'll put the link.
If you can put the link in chat, or if you can put the link in comment section, go get it. I think it's like, 20 hours of content. I mean, one of the days I went 13 and a half hours straight. There's a lot of stuff about raising money. There's a lot of stuff on strategy. Will Guidara. I mean, it's just insane event that we had. But the recording is officially available for the Vault.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.